Hey, I guess we're live. Maybe we should turn microphones and stuff on.
That might be a good idea.
Okay. Well, headphones, maybe.
I'm having more fun just chatting with music in the background. Let's just not do a show. Let's just play some music in the background and just leave that episode detail up, and then we'll just talk to each other, and no one can listen.
No microphones. This is perfect. Just hit repeat. Repeat.
Yep.
How do we do this? I really want to know how the crap do we show up?
Mm-hmm.
We talk.
Yeah.
And then the podcast starts, and we continue to talk.
Yeah.
And then it ends, and we don't shut up.
I don't know. It's just fun.
I don't get it. I mean, I'm all for it. Don't get me wrong, but I don't get it. Me
neither.
It's like, what do you do?
I was gonna show you that.
Oh yeah. Show me this meme. You were trying. So I'm trying to get the Twitter, the tweet sent out. I'm trying to do the Facebook, let everybody know. And Anthony's sitting here like, hey, check out this meme. And I'm like, dude, it's a 3-minute song. I don't have any time. Okay, let's see. Me setting my alarm for every 5 minutes it's so true. Oh my gosh. So I'm so bad about that. I actually have I set my alarm. I have it set for 6:30, and then I have another one for 6:45. It's like you can have. Oh no, I have a 6 o'clock and then a 6:30, and then I force myself to reset the 6:30 to 6:45 every morning.
Oh no!
So it's like I do it on purpose.
Yeah.
So that I'm physically thinking and making myself do something. So I start to wake up. It's like part of my process. Like I will get out of bed. I think I can.
Sometimes
lots of coffee.
Sometimes I set mine like every 7 minutes because if you do 10s, it's just a snooze. So I'll do like 7. Like if I absolutely have to get up, I'll start that like a half an hour before because I'm so bad. It's not good.
That is bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
Oh, that's part of that. There we go.
Sometimes I'll sleep through like 3 alarms.
Well, you send me crap at like 1:30 in the morning. And then you're up and like out of the house ready to go at like, what, 7?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes I'm up even earlier. When I went to Rexburg, I left at like 4:30.
In the morning?
Yeah. And I think I played Counter-Strike until like midnight that night. And then I drove the next day.
I'm not. I don't want to question your like time management skills. Maybe your sanity,
Yeah.
but maybe not your time management skills. That's just it's a little odd.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like my wife works late.
Yeah.
Because she can't really work during the day anymore because of where our kids go to school and when.
Yeah.
And so she
Believe
works.
me, I remember that. I hated it.
Yeah.
Like when one kid's in kindergarten, which is like every other day, which is dumb, or
Yeah.
half days depending on the school.
Half days, yep.
And then one kid's in preschool, and it's like, oh, okay, my day's shot.
Yeah.
Like you can do nothing around. You get like a 2 or a 3 hour window in that time that you're like, oh, I can do something. And anybody who tries to think you can get some work done in that 3 hour window,
Nope.
no, it doesn't happen. You're gonna get like maybe an hour's worth of work in,
Yeah.
and that's it. And it's not even worth it at that point.
That's why Alicia, she'll do like pretty much her schedule is like insane now. Like she gets up
Yeah.
at around 6 and then she'll work until 8. So she'll work for 2 hours in the morning, feed the kids, get Cadence ready. Cadence has to be school at 9:05-ish.
I like the ish.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
feels very public schools to me.
Yeah. Yeah. 9:05. And then, so then she has to drive her there. And if I'm not home, she has to take all 3 kids. So if I'm out and about doing something, or if because if I'm doing office stuff, then I'm home. And then I can, wow, that was really loud.
That was the that's what happened. Well, it was one of the two. That's what
Yeah.
happens when you have Cheweenies in the house.
Yeah. Well, so like that's how. So if I'm not home, she has to take all 3 kids, drop Cadence off, come back home, and then she usually does stuff around the house or things with the kids.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't make sense because she has to go back to the school, before around like noon.
Yep.
To pick Cadence up. Well, then she comes home, lunch for the kids, back in the car. Aria starts school around 1. And then back home.
So she's afternoon.
And then stuff. Yeah, it sucks. And then it's a different school. So it's 2 different schools. Like at least if it was
because
the
one's
same.
in preschool, right?
No, it's a public school, but Aria's in the developmental preschool in West Ada.
Okay.
So
it is part of the public school.
It's part of the public school. She
Okay,
goes to the
okay,
public school, but she's in the developmental program because she's she's autism spectrum.
She's awesome, is what this kid is.
She is. She's
Dude,
hilarious.
you post so many things like, "Oh, this was the funny that happened today," and I'm like, I love this kid more
She's so
every
funny.
single day.
Yeah, what did she say? She said, I'm always trying to get her to articulate what she wants. So she really likes chicken from Chick-fil-A, like the grilled chicken nuggets that they have.
Well, that's
so if
that's
I'm
at least good for you.
yeah,
Well,
it's decent for you.
It's
Not
like-
it's
it's
not
like
fried,
good.
so it's good.
it's
But
better.
yeah, I get her that in like the little fruit cup. So I'll get her those for like lunch. That's good. It's decent protein and it's fruit. Like they have fresh fruit, so it's good. But like when we're driving around together, sometimes she'll be like, she'll be like, "Daddy, want chicken?" And I'll be like, "Okay, let's go get chicken." And we drive over there. And then as I'm driving there, I'm like, "Hey, say chicken." And she's like, "Chicken." And I was like, "Say I love chicken." And she was like, "I love chicken." And then I was like, "Say I love my daddy." And she went, "I like my daddy." I was like, "You're a jerk."
Burn.
I'm like, "Thanks."
You got schooled.
I just
son.
got told that by my own kid that she doesn't love me. Thanks.
It's like every girl I've tried to date.
Yeah.
It's like, what was that meme I sent you? It was it was from Dodgeball. It's like what I'm used to hearing when I ask a girl out. Here at Globo Gym, we're better than you, and we know it.
Yeah, that's right.
It's like it's so true. All right, I'm down for that. Yeah, I know you are.
Yeah. But then, so then Alicia comes back to the house and then spends like a couple hours and then has to go get her at like 2:45 or something. She's not there very long.
Okay.
And so like her day is just smashed, and that's Monday through Wednesday, or Monday through Thursday, and then Friday Cadence has school, but Aria doesn't.
Oh, that's just
Yeah.
oh,
So
I hate
her
that.
schedule for work is she works a couple hours in the morning,
Yeah.
and then if a call comes in and she happens to be home, she'll take care of something, So sometimes she'll work an extra hour or two
Sure.
in the middle of the day if something has to get done, or she has to have something printed, or she has to send off some emails, or whatever it is. So she'll do that work. And then I make dinner most of the time, delectable meats. You know, I'm always grilling and barbecuing and doing crazy.
Right.
So,
right.
you know, so I'm trying to cook. So this week I cooked three of the nights, all 3 nights. So this week I cooked. So she doesn't have to do that, luckily. So sometimes she's working a little bit after the kids are home until about 5, and then we have dinner. And then, you know, and then pretty much from then on, some nights she works 6 to midnight. So I'm up anyway because, you know, the kids, I deal with the kids before bed because she's working. She's dealt with them all day. And so now you know, except for Wednesday nights and Thursday nights, because I have classless chat on Wednesdays.
I'm glad you got the right name.
Yeah, I'm glad too. and then I have worship practice at least 3 Thursdays of the month where we come in and we play music and we work on different things.
Yeah,
you know,
I don't soft sneeze. So.
It's okay.
I don't know how to do that.
So that's my Thursday. So then Friday nights I'm on kid duty again if we're home, unless we go out, which sometimes we'll go out and we'll just drive around. We'll get a coffee. It's like, let's get out of here. The kids can watch a movie in the car. We can drive around. Maybe it won't be insane. And that'll be our break. That's literally our break. Friday nights sometimes is just get in the car and drive. Let's just go for a little drive.
There's nothing wrong with that, though. You know,
it's nice. Yeah, and so we'll go get like a nice coffee from Dutch, drive around, get some fried food from somewhere. You know, that's usually Fridays.
I like it.
Yeah, it's good.
So I'm sorry, my phone went off, and
what happened?
Proof that someone's not paying attention to the podcast, not watching it.
Oh,
no,
it's funny.
One of Gabby's. That's really funny. One of Gabby's schoolmates, because Gabby wasn't feeling 100% today, and so she's like, I don't feel well, and so her daughter, that came out wrong. It was the kid's mom that was texting me, and so her daughter called her mom and said, "Hey, Gabby's not feeling well, so I'm gonna go home with somebody else." She comes here on Wednesdays because she does kung fu at the same dojo, and so I usually just take her. Well, since Gabby wasn't feeling well. Questionable, but whatever. Throwing it out there, being honest.
Yep.
The mom caught a hold of me and said, hey, this is what's going on. So just so you know, she won't be there. Okay, that's fair.
Yep.
I was like, I haven't heard from Gabby, so that okay.
Yeah.
And so her mom was just texting me like, hey, how's Gabby feeling? And I'm like, so it pops down my phone. I've got the Galaxy S7.
Yeah.
And it pops down with the message, and you can hit reply, and it leaves whatever window you have open, and you can type inside of that.
Oh, that's cool.
But then when you hit send, the send button is back up on that top bar. But if your finger touches the edge and it's one of those rounded edges, it opens up into your texting app and your messages app, and what you wrote is not there.
So you have to retype it.
So you have to completely retype it. So I'm like answering this, and I'm like, I'm paying attention to Anthony. I'm paying attention. Send. What the crap? I got to do it again. No.
It was a pretty boring story.
Well,
I was just telling you, you know, I was making an excuse for why I'm up late.
And like, you know, doing the worst date ever, I was on my phone. I'm paying.
It's all good. Hey, it's all good.
Yeah, dating 101 for guys.
But so if you want to know why I'm up till midnight, it's because if I'm not, then
she gets mad.
Well, usually what'll happen is if the kids wake up, I sleep through it, so then she doesn't get to work. So I have to be awake if the kids get up or do something or need a drink, or if Elijah starts screaming. So I'm usually up until midnight, and then I'm back up. You know, and then I go to bed.
But that's you being a good husband.
I'm trying. I haven't done this perfectly all the time.
While gaming.
Sometimes I game,
Sometimes.
I play a lot of video games at night because I have nothing else to do. It's either that or go back to work, which I already work too much.
Yeah, you do.
I'm like, no, I'm not doing that because I take calls on Saturday and I'm dealing with crap. And
not only do you take calls on Saturday, you get calls from people who shouldn't have your phone number on Saturdays.
Yeah, it's true.
Or text messages.
I get a lot of calls.
You do. Hey, dude, let's
we got to start. It's already like 8:30.
Yeah, we're 16 minutes into it. Whatever.
Pre-show just for you.
Yeah, that won't be on the regular podcast, and if you watched it, you know why.
Yep. It's like a dry run.
It is.
Yeah,
This is the British intro. You won't get it, my dear, if you're not smart enough. If you didn't laugh, I'm just gonna say that's on you.
It reminds me of Jimmy Carr, because he does that sometimes. He'll be like, "Hey, if you didn't get that one, this is gonna be a long show.
This is gonna be if you're not laughing yet,
Yeah,
sucks to be you.
Yeah,
Good for me though. The tickets are quite spendy.
He's very rich.
Oh,
Jimmy Carr.
Mm-hmm.
I think he might be the richest comedian in Britain.
You know who's not? This guy.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah, it's like a golden era in comedy over there right now.
Well, and I'm just gonna throw this out there. My work baffles the crap out of people. Like, okay, so how do you make money? Do you make money on the podcast? I'm like, well, I mean, we're on Patreon, but that right now that's basically covering the expenses.
Yeah,
and I would like to grow that, but no, I'm not. We're not making money on Patreon yet.
Yeah,
and they're like, oh, so how do you make money?
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm an audio engineer. So what do you do?
Yeah,
everything with audio. I'm like, I record, mix, and master music. I do voiceover work. Hello. I do audiobooks. I produce audiobooks. I do Foley work and mix for film productions. I do radio spots. I do all of this stuff. And then I'm also a photographer where I do, senior portraits and professional headshots and family portraits. And they're like, oh, okay. That pays the bills? And I'm like, damn, I'm not a comedian.
Yeah.
It's like, jeez. What do you do?
You're like, thanks.
Yeah, burn.
Yeah.
You're as bad as Anthony's daughter.
Yeah. Man, she's had some zingers lately.
You posted one today that was even funnier than that one.
That one was Cadence, actually.
Oh, was it Cadence?
Yeah, she said
that was awesome too.
She walked in the room and then Alicia goes, "Hey, Munchkin," and then she goes, "No, my name is Cadence."
That's awesome. Love it.
I was like, wow.
You've got good kids. That's all I'm going to say. They're fun. All right.
So amazing. She's like, don't call me Munchkin.
Don't call me Munchkin. I'll Munchkin you right in your lollipop guild. I don't know what that means, but I'm just throwing it out. Take that as you will. All right, you're doing number 1. I'm doing number 2. I want to say 3 because it's in spot number 3, but it's 2. I'm still thrown off. How long have we cut this back from 4 stories to 2? Because you and I...
We go over.
We talk.
Yeah.
We like to talk.
It's been a while.
It's been a while, and I still call it number 3. So I'll do number 2, you do number 1, and we'll kick this pig.
Okay.
Which is a football reference for those of you who don't know that
my
one.
team's in the Super Bowl again. I had to add again.
That has been like controversy number 1. We'll talk about that on the show. But that has been like everything everywhere. Like they even have the robot voice like, there is finally proof that the NFL is rigged.
It's not. People need to shut up.
I know, it's like, this is not the WWE.
Yeah.
Stupid people. However, I think that was a decent robot voice, so I'm going to stick with it. All right. It throws me off. I'm looking at the stupid camera on the screen, and I'm like, it's backwards too, by the way. So every time you see me go to the wrong side, it looks like I have no hair over here. I have hair. It's just, and it's actually combed the same thing. It's the light and the gray. Like the gray just really oh, maybe I should turn my light on.
Whoa, why isn't it on?
I'm dumb and not thinking.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Right.
But it's still, I mean, you get like that. Can you see that on the screen? It's like
it does.
It looks really goofy. It's like, no, that's just a gray patch.
Yeah, it does kind of look like it.
That's my wisdom corner. All right. I'm not going there.
Yeah.
There's too many jokes we could go with that one. All right. All right, you ready?
Yep.
All righty. On this episode of Classless Chat.
Is this an iPhone? I just killed it. Let's retry that.
Okay.
Take 2.
Take dose. Here, let me kill this. There's no point in me editing this. Let's just start it all over.
Okay.
On this episode of Classless Chat.
Is this an iPhone battery or gold? I'll bite it and bang.
Duh. And a Florida man is arrested after ordering a burrito from the bank. Who hasn't done that, by the way?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what you are about to hear is the future of entertainment. May I present to you Classless Chat with your hosts, Drew and Anthony.
Welcome all to Patio O'Malley's Patio Furniture Emporium and Pub, where you'll enjoy the comfort of fine, handcrafted patio furniture and a fine handcrafted pint. No blarney here. You can see the quality of our outdoor furnishings. Our lounge chairs are stout, and so is the ale. This week, when you buy a new patio swing, we'll help you swing even more when we throw in a keg of our finest brew. That's right, at Patio O'Malley's, only the finest patio furniture will do. No potatoes here. That's right, no potato. Take a swing at our leprechaun pinata. One smack with Patty Shillelagh and win 50% off your purchase. You'll find us downtown Boise. Call 208-555-5555. That's right, Patio O'Malley's Patio Furniture Emporium and Pub. You'll find the luck here today. No leprechauns were hurt in the making of this commercial.
I'd like to say Idaho's really not that racist, but I can't back that up.
Me neither. Well, when you have people like putting bacon on, like,
hey, there's nothing wrong with bacon.
I know, but
bacon on salami? Wait, what? There's a problem with bacon on salami?
No. There was that story about that. Those people who vandalized like an Islamic center.
Oh yeah, that's screwed up.
Yeah, there's all kinds of crap like that. I mean, not all kinds. I don't want to say that, but it happens.
It does happen.
I think it happens everywhere, but it does. When it happens here, it's actually like kind of a big deal because it's not that. There's not that much news that's that direction here.
No, there's not, and it is a big deal, and it's annoying.
Yeah,
it's stupid, and people need to grow up.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, if the color of somebody's skin or what church they go into is a problem for you, grow a pair.
That's a good way to put it.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's stupid.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're dumb. What did he look like? He looked like a man.
That reminds me of the video I sent you.
Oh my gosh. Which video?
The grandma sings.
Oh my
Beat
gosh.
It.
That is awesome. Okay, so just to clarify for you on the audio and YouTube who have not seen this, amazing America's Got Talent style video. It is an Asian grandma, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And it singing, what was it again?
It's Michael Jackson's Beat It, I think.
Beat It, yeah. And it was Beat It. And you get like the meow meow, and she's like, oh, beat it. Yeah. And she's like 2 bars or 2 full measures off of when it should be. And she just keeps going at her own pace. She doesn't care. And it was great. Can't understand half of what she's saying. It's awesome. It was awesome. It reminded me of you know what it did remind me of? It reminded me of I can't think of the name. Rush Hour 2 when they're in China.
Yeah.
And Stocker's like, they get into the club and this guy's up there doing karaoke and he's like, what is that? Oh no. And he hops up there and he's dancing it out and stuff. I'm half expecting somebody to like hit this poor lady with a football and like take over. And it doesn't happen. I mean, she just keeps going, which was great. And then now there's this new thing on, I think somebody shared it and I watched one video and all of a sudden the Facebook spies have infiltrated this system. And that's half of my feed.
Yeah.
And it is the melodica guys.
Who's that?
It's 2 guys playing melodicas, but like covering famous stuff. And it's just melodica. So it's like piano, but it's 2 guys playing little tiny melodicas. And which, okay, if you don't know what a melodica is, it's an air organ that you use with your mouth. And so it's just a little tiny keyboard that you're just playing with a tube going up to your mouth, and that's how you get the power to the organ. And they're playing it, and one guy's got like a really low end, like a bass one, but they're playing the same ones. And then the guy will pull out the bass one and set it up top, and he's got one tube in his mouth, and he stuffs another one in there, and all of a sudden he's playing the bass at the same time. It's like, okay, this is somewhat entertaining for one video.
Yeah, now you get them all.
It's like, I can't. No, the melodica does not sound that good, especially by itself, that you want to watch more than one video of that. Yeah. It's not a classical instrument for a reason.
Yeah. Have you seen the how to pronounce videos?
I should watch more, I'm sure.
Okay, so there's a... The whole reason why I found that video in the first place is because I follow this guy. His name's... I can't pronounce it right. It's like Issa Funktastic.
Okay.
And he's a Asian... guy of Japanese descent, I believe, and he does like these fake how to pronounce videos where he'll like,
I've seen some of these.
Have you seen those?
Great.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he's the one who shared that video of the Asian grandma singing "Beat It," and he's like, your grandma is not as cool as mine. And I was laughing so hard because I was like, that is just so funny.
It's like, but my grandparents are dead.
Yeah, mine too.
I've been triggered.
Where is it? They're so funny.
They are really funny. I've seen these. These are hilarious. Now, there are some people that are extremely funny. You sent me a video. There's a newer guy on YouTube who's doing some.
It's like food reviews.
It's the food. Yeah, he watches like these how to make food things, and he's just like, oh, this is how white people make. What? Oh my Lord, no.
Yeah, I rebuke it in the name of Jesus.
That's awesome. That was my favorite line in the whole thing. Everyone that he's done so far. Yeah. Favorite line out of all of it is, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Yeah. I was like, yep, been there, brother.
Yeah, that guy's so funny. I think it's like, what's his name?
He's so mellow. I mean, he's just sitting like laying on the bed. He's got his iPhone like earbud in. He's oh, what's this? Oh, mac and cheese. I love mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you didn't. What is that?
Yeah.
I'm like, yes.
Don't you put that in there. Where'd the black lady go? Get her back.
Saying what everyone is thinking, even the white people. Hi. We're all thinking the exact same thing, and he's saying it. The only thing I disagree with is he's like, I didn't know white people like cornbread. Yeah. And I'm like, no.
Oh, we like cornbread.
We like cornbread. We like our starches. It's okay.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't know that I know a single person that doesn't like cornbread.
Right?
I know a lot of people that cornbread doesn't like.
Yeah.
But not the other way around.
Oh, man, that one, that guy's videos are hilarious.
They are. He's only got a few of them out there.
Yeah.
But they're good. I'm noticing that you're wearing the Bruce Lee shirt again. This is cool.
Yeah.
Here, I'm going to tip your camera so people can see.
Yeah, I like Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was a legit dude.
He's too legit to quit.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It was really impressive. His nunchuck works, and I mean bringing kung fu to the point where it's available in the Western civilization here in the United States, especially to non-Chinese.
Yeah,
absolutely huge. I mean, bringing Wing Chun over and then developing Jeet Kune Do, excuse me.
Aren't there only like a few masters of that as well that can actually teach it? It's like 6 or something.
That I'm not 100% sure. I don't think there's a ton.
It's a very small group.
Yeah.
They've only elevated a few people in, I think one
it's
of
a
his
really
original
difficult form.
students is actually leading it at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It's really cool. So he's got some cool stuff. I like it.
Yeah.
Speaking of YouTube, I guess I can announce that here if you're cool. Are you down?
Yeah.
You down with OPP?
Yeah.
I think that's an inappropriate song, though.
I think it is. It's okay, though.
Yeah. I'm white. I don't know what it means. Just going to throw that out there. So, okay, I'm white and from Idaho. Clearly don't know what it means. Double down. Yeah. So starting February 1, I will be launching Average Drew's movie reviews on YouTube. And it is me, your average guy who just happens to love movies, telling you what I actually think about the movies as they come out. All I can say is now I'm not sponsored by this, and so I hesitate to say the name. In fact, I won't. I will say it's similar to film Allow Going. Think about it. Let that sink in. Film Allow Going.
That's nice. I like that.
Let's just let that one sink in. Due to my purchasing of this every month, I now am able to do this show. So, yeah, starting February 1, we're going to be doing Average Drew movie review, which I haven't told you, and you haven't complained, which tells me chances are you haven't been on my Patreon page for that yet.
No.
One of my goals includes you.
What does that mean?
One of my goals is because it's a step progression. It's like once we get so much money per release of this, you guys get to not only choose the movie that I have to go to. You can either make it something that I'm gonna love or something that I'm gonna hate. You have the power. Not only that, Anthony from Classless Chat is going to join me, and someone might get bite in the face.
Okay.
So I totally just snuck you in there. I'm like, I'm not asking.
That's all right.
I'm better ask for forgiveness than permission.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we need a time anyway,
Yeah.
and that way we can turn around and be like, you can sit there and be like, but baby, I have to. Drew's patrons are counting on me.
Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah.
I think it'll be fun.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah,
unless
hopefully it's
it's like I get on that channel all of the sadistic fans that we have on this channel.
Yes.
And they send us to, I don't know, say the 2005 King Kong movie. Why do you hate us?
I know. That's, oh, man.
I think they just want to watch us suffer and squirm.
Yeah.
You notice people out there watching this and listening to this. You notice this week, I didn't give you the option to choose the movie. I can choose crappy movies on my own.
Yeah. Gosh, and it's the longest movie in history.
3 hours long. I mean, there are longer movies, but dang.
I stopped
Not
watching.
that suck this bad.
Yeah, I got, like, the first day, I tried to watch it on Tuesday, and I got, like, I don't know, maybe an hour in, and I'm like, I just can't.
Okay, so you're texting me like, I'm done and out. I'm like, I'm an hour in. Kid you not, half hour later, I'm finally like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm hitting pause. This is such a long stinking movie. Pause. I'm an hour and 8 minutes in. I'm like, son of a bee sting. Are you kidding me? I'm 1/3 of the way. Harry Carey or not to Harry Carey.
We should get to that. We're gonna have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about with this stupid, horrendous, horrible, why do you hate me so movie. Yeah. Well, real fast, one more thing. I just, because this is fun.
Yeah.
We can talk about that. We can just talk for a minute. This is good.
Yeah.
So you know that I have put myself back out on the dating scene.
Yeah.
I'd like to say lucky ladies, but let's be honest.
Dude.
Why? I can burn myself.
Why though?
Why
What's
not?
the point?
Because here at Globo Gym, they're better than me, and I know it's
Oh, that's bad.
it's not average Joe's, that's for sure. No, so I have put myself back out there on the dating scene. I'm not gonna. It is online, which is funny because I was at first going, I'm not doing online. I'm avoiding online. I've been burned by online. I'm not doing this crap. Rah, 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 rah. Okay, let me put it this way. You work from home and you host a flipping podcast. You're going to do it online.
Yeah.
There's no other way around it. You just do. And so I joined a site. And I want to say it's going well. I'd be lying.
Yeah.
But
Sure.
I would totally be I'd totally be lying, but I want to say that it's going well.
Yeah.
It's gone worse. Maybe in the past. But it's not going well.
It could be.
It could be worse.
It could be worse. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the internet.
It's
It can always get worse.
they could troll me.
Yeah. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff there.
So I seriously, because I can guarantee you she's not going to listen to the podcast. So there was one girl I met. We're talking. Things are going really well. I'm breaking down. I was really actually getting frustrated because it's like, she doesn't laugh enough. Was my one complaint is like, I'm trying and this woman won't laugh. Like there's something wrong with her. And every now and then I would get her and I'm like, okay, I'm just got to figure out her humor.
Yeah.
And it's going really, really well. And I mean like solidly well. And, she Facebook stalked me.
Yep.
Which is cool because all of my pictures that are on my profile are also on my Facebook. So it's like I'm not hiding anything.
Yeah.
And I randomly get this text message like, so I Facebook stalked you, and I'm not sure that I'm really physically attracted to you. And then I'm like, all right. And she instantly follows it up like she's writing a book and then sends and then does another book and hits send. I mean, super fast. Like, I don't know how she typed it so fast. Like, it had to be copy and paste sort of thing. It was back to back. It was like, and I'm sorry that text message must have like taken you by surprise or something. And I'm like, a little bit. Yeah. I mean, things were going really well, but whatever.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, I don't know. I was like, well, is this, it's fine. I appreciate you being honest at least, but like, is this it? Like, are we done? Or is this something like you want to wait and see in person?
Yeah.
Like, is this something you want to see in person? Right. You know, and
I love how you worded that.
I want to try, right? Like slide that in there.
Yeah.
And she goes, I don't know. You know, I totally see that you could be, you know, choose a healthy lifestyle, which I already know you're doing. And, you know, you could work really, really hard and potentially get to where I'm at and be like I am. And I'm like, oh, geez, we're being compared to each other now. All right. And she's like, but I don't want to force you to do that. She's never coming right out and saying, no, we're done. And I was like, no, that's all cool. That's fine. I can guarantee you I will never be in a large t-shirt. And I know that sounds like I'm downing on myself. I'm not. My brother is 185 pounds and 6'3", and he's in an extra large t-shirt and he's a stick. Like we have long torsos. Genetically, I have to have tall shirts.
Yeah.
And it's like, I will never be in a large. So I have to get an extra large just so I get the length and everything else in it. And I was like, but I've always been a bigger guy. And I made no qualms about that on my thing. In fact, I was very honest about that on my profile. So if that's bothering you, you know, hey, at least I appreciate your honesty. But I didn't say it, but I'm thinking like, duh? Like,
yeah.
Like there's actually check-in boxes. And I mean, I have pictures of me. It's like, you get what you see. And it's like, wow, that was an awkward 2 days. All right, cool.
Well, you weren't dishonest, and then she was like dishonest with herself or something, I guess.
I don't know. Or if it was something, it could have been something like, I think I can make it work. He seems like a really nice guy. And then looks at more pictures and like, I just can't. Which, I mean, I can see that. Who hasn't been there? Like, you see more of the evidence and because you're like torn, like maybe not. I was hoping that my sense of humor would put it over. Girls are always like, I want a guy that makes me laugh.
Yeah.
Well, you can do that by looking at me and by listening to me.
Dude, you gotta calm down. You're like way too hard on yourself.
Oh, I am not. This is fun.
No, that was burn.
Nobody
burn
else
after burn.
Nobody else is going to say it.
I just sat here and listened, and you just burn.
It's good.
No, it's not good.
How do you think you get rid of the calories? You burn them.
Oh, Drew.
This is my exercise.
Yeah. There's a lot better ways. You should not do that. No, that's messed up though.
My drum throne is squeaking. I've sit on a drum throne and it's squeaking.
I like the drum throne. It's good. Yeah, it seems like it shudders or something.
Yeah.
Fun. Yeah. Want to do some news?
Yeah, we should do some news. Let me push that button. Let's just do. It's gone awkward. Let's do the news.
Here comes the stupid. News starts now.
Man causes explosion in Chinese electronics store by biting replacement iPhone battery. This is a real story.
And it's great. I'm not gonna lie, this is awesome.
So
I mean, okay. Who's not been tempted, right?
I've never attempted or been tempted to do this. This is dumb.
I think you're lying to yourself.
No, no, I'm not.
Let me put something that is known to explode
Yeah.
in my mouth. The only thing that surprises me is that he's not on a hoverboard while doing this,
Yeah.
which has also been known for exploding. Anyway,
Yeah. So, a man in an electronics store in China caused a replacement battery for his iPhone to explode by biting it, according to the report. The footage from the incident quickly went viral.
wonder why.
It hit the country within days of being uploaded. I'm seeing a still, and I mean, it looks bad.
Oh, it does. There's several stills down below that.
Yeah. So the 10-second video shows inside the electronics store the unnamed man and his companion standing over a workbench and other customers and employees nearby. According to the Taiwan News, the customer was in the store to acquire a new replacement battery for his iPhone. The customer is seen bringing the component to his face for a closer look before putting it in his mouth and biting down on it. Moments afterwards, he removes it from his mouth. The battery ruptures, causing a small explosion and a brief flash of light and then some smoke, with the damaged hardware flung out of the customer's grip behind the counter.
That is awesome.
Yeah, so this is bad. I don't understand. Anyway, so despite the proximity to the man's face and other people, local reports note no one was injured from the blast, although those in attendance were startled.
I'm sure they were. Who's setting off fireworks?
Yeah. So I don't get.
Okay, so like the next paragraph actually makes it make sense. It is believed that the man decided to bite on the battery in an attempt to test its authenticity or durability.
But I don't understand how does that test it?
Maybe like gold. I mean, because that's why I did in the title, like the gold, because you bite it to test like the softness. And...
Yeah, but that just doesn't. It's a battery. It doesn't make any. You don't put that. I mean, okay, 9-volt. You're like some people like test them with their tongue,
which are dumb people.
Yeah, it's like okay, I tested it, works, but like this is just dumb beyond dumb. Like, why would you bite the battery?
Maybe it's like a glow stick, and you have to like snap it and then shake it to like get it to work. I don't know.
Me neither.
I don't work there. It's how it's done in China, apparently. I mean, who knows?
Yeah,
or Thailand. Where's this at? Thailand or
no,
Taiwan?
Taiwan. Yeah. Oh I like some of the comments. I'm sure Apple will be sued for this.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. Oh, your battery's not bite proof. My child could have died.
Yeah. I mean, it's in China, so maybe they won't get sued, but it is pretty insane.
It is insane. I mean, it is.
Nothing would ever compel me to do that.
Nothing.
No.
What if you were offered like $5 million
to risk a battery exploding in my face?
Yeah.
$5 million.
Mm-hmm. And even if you die from it, your family gets 10.
My
$10 million.
Gets 10. Oh, okay then.
Sure.
Right.
So that way you don't have to worry about like, well, if I die, do I screw my family? Right? Because I mean that's a concern. I can get that. So yeah, it's like 5 million if you survive, 10 if you don't.
What I don't get, it's like, why not just put it in the phone and see if it works?
Because they want to make sure it's a real like the actual authentic authorized iPhone battery and not one of the cheap knockoffs.
Okay.
Like from Bubba John's automobile that's put sawdust in the engine so you can't hear it rattle.
This is in China, though.
Yeah.
It's like 87% certainty that it's going to be a replacement.
No, it's actually
a fake one.
It is a fake one, right? That's the thing. You got like, you're almost guaranteed that it's fake, not real. Yeah. And that's the sad thing about it is like, they get crap there. Everyone here thinks, here in the States, we're all like, oh, you must have the best stuff in China because everything comes from China or Japan.
No, they get all the knockoffs.
They get the knockoff crap. Yeah. I mean, they get like They go to the store and it's like going to wish.com. You get the crap.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Wish is one of those budget shopping sites. I have double checked prices, and 9 times out of 10, I can get the exact same one on Amazon with Prime shipping cheaper.
Really?
Yeah, and it's all knockoff crap. The reviews are garbage. I go and I'm bouncing around like checking reviews, and the reviews are always garbage. It's always knockoff crap. And on that note, I just want to say this episode is brought to you by Wish.com. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Now that we just trashed them, that's good. I've never been there before. Wish.com, never been.
I don't know that it's retail, but you know. Well, you mean like digitally?
Yeah, I've never been digitally.
We could go total 90s and say, I haven't surfed over there, dude.
Yeah.
Do you surf the web?
Yeah, I surf it.
But do you use protection? Do you use HTTPS?
No. I don't.
Is your website secure?
Nope. I don't
have
a website.
Practice safe surfing, dude.
Yeah, safe surfing. Nice. Nice. I still have to build my website.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
Delectable meats.
Delectable meats.
You should. Did you guys like that salami, by the way, that I sent to your house?
Yes.
Okay, because I was going to say, we should have not cut that.
We have not eaten
and had
all of it.
Well, that's okay. I haven't eaten all of mine either.
Yeah.
But we should have had a picture of you holding that 3-foot sausage for your delectable meats. That right there speaks volumes.
Yeah. I was at Albertsons earlier today because I picked up a flank steak to make tacos.
Okay.
And they had one tri-tip on sale, USDA choice, and I was like, I'm gonna get this for Friday.
Yeah.
So
you're really far from your mic.
Oh, sorry.
You're getting it for Friday.
Yeah, getting it for Friday.
Am I coming over on Friday?
Possibly.
I have my kids, though. That's the only thing I have to throw out there is I do have my kids. My mom, okay, so my mom, I don't know if we've talked much about my mom on this podcast, other than things like, it's really awkward. My mom might listen to this podcast. It's like, why? I have people ask, I don't know if you've had people ask this or not, but I've had people ask, like, why do you try so hard to make sure that it's a family-friendly show? And it's like, same reason I don't swear or sing about sex. My mom might hear it. Yeah. And I'm not comfortable with that.
My mom would laugh.
Oh, your mom would probably totally laugh.
Yeah.
My mom, gasp, heart attack. I don't know about that, but you know, it'd just be like, So my mom's magazine, my mom is a publisher of a magazine. It'd be a Christian magazine in the area. And I will plug it with a Christian Living magazine. You can find that at boisechristianliving.com. Yeah. That's a good plug.
Yeah.
It's like a radio.
Yeah, it was. Just get your radio voice.
It's almost like I do that for a living. Like that's how I make my money.
Wait, how? How do you make money though?
Podcasting, clearly.
Yeah.
So was that the pre-show or no? That was the regular show.
I can't remember.
I don't remember. You might have to go to YouTube to follow up on that. I'm not sure. But what's it? Oh, they're almost to the point where they're changing their company infrastructure, and I'm not sure if I'm authorized to say it on your air or not. But anyway, for the new type of company infrastructure that it's turning into, there's a guy coming to town that's putting on a major conferences to how to get government grants and do things for this type of business, and they were given seats to this, and it is all day Friday. We're talking 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. and then like half the day on Saturday. And I was like, bring your digital recorder, just set it out there. She's like, I had to sign a non-disclosure. They won't let me bring it. And I'm like, suck. Take really good notes.
Yeah.
So, you know, but it should hopefully help them a lot, which would be great.
Yeah, that is good.
You know what time it is?
Yeah, it is.
This is the time that we're going to take talking a lot about something that you sadistic little freaks made us do.
Yep.
I don't care what the critics have to say about this movie. Why can't I ever just find what real people think? They don't exist.
Movie review.
They don't exist. Finally. Real people don't exist anymore. They're either Illuminati or lizard people.
Yeah.
Not trying to infiltrate the government.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of that one. You're
such a muggle. Don't be a muggle.
I posted something the other day, and then my buddy commented, and it was pretty funny. It was an Illuminati joke.
Oh my gosh.
Now I gotta find it.
Good old Illuminati. So this week, while you're looking for that, this week, you sick individuals, which this was a combination of Patreon supporters and Twitter. So thank you very much. We got to watch the 2005 rendition of King Kong, who was directed by Peter Jackson, with Naomi Watts, Jack Black, and a bunch of other people. Let's put it this way. It sucked.
Yeah, it's
I knew it was bad. I knew I shouldn't have put it on the list, but seriously, I'm like, nobody's going to vote for that.
Yeah.
And it started with nobody voting for it. And then people got sympathy or got sick-minded and just click. And I made sure it was set.
Yeah.
1 vote per person. So nobody was getting on there and voting like 7 times.
Yeah.
It's like the Rotten Tomatoes things. No. We're sure this is not like 7 million people saying that the Last Jedi sucks. That it's not. It is 7 million people saying that. It's not. 7 just logging on 1 million times each.
Yeah.
So you evil people, you made us watch a 3-hour movie.
Yeah.
That is so bad that it rivals The Last Jedi for crap-balliest of all movies.
Yeah, according to Rotten Tomatoes, I think it's worse slightly. Right?
No, it was better.
It's better. It has a better score.
It had a better score than The Last Jedi.
Which I think is wrong, personally.
It speaks volumes.
It does speak volumes.
Because
they shouldn't be in the same category, though. I'm sorry. Because the film's so bad, it makes The Last Jedi seem really bad.
They can both sit in the craptastic film category.
Yeah, they're both in that category, but they're on different levels. Okay.
Oh, they are.
I mean, King Kong is bad. I can't believe Peter Jackson directed this movie.
So let me get this. Okay, so here, I want to throw this out there for the people. Think about this. Picture, if you will, close your eyes, unless you're driving. Don't close your eyes then. I won't be held responsible. My hands weren't on the steering wheel. So otherwise, close your eyes. Picture this. We have a classic cinema piece where a beautiful young woman is held captive by a giant ape. He climbs the Empire State Building and is shot down by planes. The end. How do we make that better? Or more interesting? And just imagine you're in the conference room and you're pitching this idea, and there's a group of people saying yay or nay, and they're like, well, King Kong's been done. How do we make it bigger? How do we make it better? We got to get this to be cool so the cool kids will like this. And you're sitting there and you go, well, I know. You know what the kids like these days? They don't like Puff the Magic Dragon anymore. They like dinosaurs. Kong is from Skull Island. But what if, at some crazy turn of events, Skull Island turns out to be Jurassic Park? And you create a 1-hour narrative of what happened right there because everyone in the boardroom says no. And by the time they try to let the director know, he already knew the answer was no. And so he stole all the equipment and he stole a boat and he went to a random island and filmed. And so for the first third of the movie, they show what happened to produce the movie.
Yeah.
And then using horrible, not matching lighting with the CGI characters.
Right.
They do King Kong meets Jurassic Park.
But even less believable.
Even less believable.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it was horrible. It was really, really, really bad.
Can we talk about how the soundtrack doesn't even match the emotion?
I didn't even notice. It was so bad I didn't even notice. It was like
they're trying to push these emotions,
awful.
and then the soundtrack doesn't match at all.
Okay.
And
Give me an example. I want to hear this.
Well, there's like a couple parts that are supposed to be like
I gotta ask, did you close your eyes during that part?
No.
Oh, you weren't driving, you jackwagon. Anyway.
Sorry.
You're like, I had to see what you were doing.
Yeah, I was wondering what you were doing.
Okay.
It was very interesting.
It worked. All right. So anyway.
Yeah. So, no, but I was listening to this. I'm like listening to the soundtrack and like points when you would have, tension that it wasn't there. Points when you would have like
there was no
emotion.
strings going like.
Yeah. And points when you would have like.
You know what music should have been in there? Like, okay, get this. She's running away from King Kong. And this is when the giant lizard and the dinosaurs start attacking.
Yeah.
She turns and she sees the giant lizard. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Would have made it better.
What was I gotta know this though. What was with the giant bugs scene? That's like so random.
They had to make the actor hero be the hero, and so he had to like fly in holding the rope and shooting the Tommy gun.
But like, there's like
which was, by the way, the dumbest thing ever as well.
The dumbest thing ever is when the guy has like 30 crickets on him. And they're like giant crickets, and he's like, ah, and then the kid's like, hold still with a Tommy gun, shooting at them. I'm just like,
no,
this would never happen.
No, better yet is when she's at the top of the Empire State Building with him.
Yeah, and
he puts her inside because she starts to fall off the ladder that gets shot off.
Yeah,
which, by the way, chances of the stinking ladder getting shot in the bolts, in multiple bolts, and coming apart and falling like that. 1,000,000 to 1.
Yeah.
Anyway, but he grabs her, catches her, sets her on the inside. They have that intimate moment where their eyes meet.
Yeah.
And girl falls for gorilla. And then all of a sudden, the planes start coming and shooting, and the ape is circling the building, and she, like the dumbest person ever born, follows the dang ape and the string of bullets.
Yeah, she's chasing around.
Nobody's doing that.
Yeah.
I don't care how emotionally charged you are. Just drop and roll. I mean, you're getting out of there. You're not like, shoot me now. Don't hurt my gorilla friend. Hurt me instead. I mean, nobody's doing this. Who is doing that? No one. Absolutely no one is doing that.
No. And then the landslide of dinosaurs down the cliff and outrunning them.
It was awful.
That was awful. There's like a drop kick scene.
There's a couple drop kick scenes.
And I'm like, yeah, there's no way you're kicking a dinosaur in the face.
Let's stick with true.
I mean, come on.
Let's stick with the falling theme here, though. King Kong gets shot and he finally has his last breath.
Yeah.
And he slides gently off of the edge and goes down, magically missing the extra lip that's like 8 feet out from that.
More.
And then magically missing the other lip.
Yeah.
But stopping from going away from the building.
Yeah.
And starts falling straight down now, even though he's dead.
Yep.
And falls straight down and magically misses the buildings on the other side of the road.
Yeah.
He just goes out far enough to miss the side of the building because the budget won't allow for more damage to the building.
Yeah.
And he falls all the way down to the street, and a couple army guys stand on top of him. Is he dead? And then there's the camera crews, like the newspaper guys hop on top too, like, let's get some pictures.
Yeah. It was lame. And then the ending is even worse. So like the last line that Jack Black has is like, I don't know. Nothing that Jack Black says in the entire movie is believable.
Jack Black. Okay. I think when I remembered watching this for the first time, I was like, Jack Black ruined the movie. Because he does. He either makes a movie or he ruins it. Watching it again older and having a more refined taste, liking a nice aged bourbon, I realized that this movie was hogwash and scrap before Jack Black was even involved.
It's true. It was garbage.
It was horrible.
And it's I was laughing because I felt like the actors knew while filming.
Oh yeah.
They're like, this is trash.
If you watch Jack Black, he doesn't care.
No, he's just like,
I'm getting paid.
Like most of his scenes are like him staring into the camera, making weird eyebrow faces.
Hi.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I'm going to be Mr. Serious.
Which, by the way, he cannot play. The best, and it's not even a serious role, but the best semi-serious role, and it's not even a semi-serious role, but the best non-idiotic, it's not even a non-idiotic role. I mean, it's Jack Black.
Yeah.
The best role that I can say that he was in that should have been more of a, his type of character, but somewhat stretching slightly, was in High Fidelity. And he still was a moron.
Yeah.
But he could sing at the end, and he surprised the audience.
I don't understand the casting in that film at all.
High Fidelity or King Kong?
In King Kong.
Okay, I was gonna say High Fidelity. It makes sense.
Yeah.
It worked.
Yeah.
Here, no.
No, I mean, I don't get, like, why would you cast Jack Black for that role?
Money.
Why? Because he was cheap?
Now Naomi Watts is pretty, and I mean she fit the character.
She
and
did okay, but
she was fine.
I mean, literally, most
She was
of her
actually
scenes are
she
her
was
just-
probably the best actor in the bunch, other than I'm sorry. I need to get away from the giant ape. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to seduce him with dance and falling down and pretending to be dead.
Yeah.
And then when he gets a kick out of it and I get him going, I'm going to slap his hand away and scream no and piss him off.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my plan.
Not a good plan.
I'm writing it in the script. It's happening right now.
Yeah.
The kids are going to eat this up because this shows women don't have to do anything for any man. Doesn't matter if it's a 25-foot tall silverback gorilla. He's a man. Put him down, sister. And that's what this says. This is what this screams. This is women's right movement stuff right here.
Is that what that is?
I have no idea.
I don't know either.
It makes more sense than anything else.
Yeah. That movie, I mean, gosh, what a dumpster fire.
On top of a giant pile of poo.
Yeah,
Like, think of going back to the Jurassic Park thing. This is like, oh, that Triceratops is sick. Well, let's go dig through dung piles, giant pile of poo.
yeah.
Like that.
It was bad.
Yeah. They spared some expense. Unlike Jurassic Park.
How much money do we think that crap movie cost to make? Should we look it up?
Too much. I'm on IMDb. Let's see if we can find this. Does it say? Will it say in here? I'm wondering. It might. Full cast and crew, trivia. You would think it would say somewhere in here. There's photos where people are like, I'm kind of interested in the fact that I was in this movie, but not. Storyline, plot, keywords, taglines, motion picture. That's rated PG-13 for craptasticness.
Budget $207 million.
Okay.
Box office $550 million.
Dang.
So it didn't. It probably made like a very small profit then.
People are actually giving this good reviews on IMDb.
Oh no.
I'm surprised. Jackson. Okay, this is by Dorian Tenor. I'm not even trying your last name, dude. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I'm too white. Jackson's soulful, spunky, spectacular labor of love. I was one of the lucky winners of King Kong, of kongisking.net world premiere ticket contest. Of course you're going to give it a good review. Oh, never mind. That was bought.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can stop right there. That's just, but it sucked.
Yeah. It's the fourth highest grossing film in Universal Pictures history.
Seriously?
And it generated $100 million in DVD sales.
What were we smoking in 2005?
Like the best crack ever?
I guess.
Because that doesn't make any sense.
I mean,
Let's see what the reception says.
yes. I don't know what that is. That's how I feel about the movie. Like, I couldn't even finish it last night. I had to stop it and finish it today.
Yeah,
I had another hour. I had another hour to watch today. That's how crappy this was. But does she love Daddy?
What? Yes, she does.
Okay, so she'll say it.
Who commented?
Your wife?
Oh, my wife. Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
She loves Daddy.
Hi, Alicia.
However, so this is.
Did you make Alicia watch this too?
No,
You should have.
I didn't put her through this.
You should have. If I have to suffer.
Some criticize
so do
the
you.
film for retaining racist stereotypes.
Okay, wait a minute. Like what? Silverback gorillas are mean?
No,
I'm
like
trying to think what
probably
were
the tribal stuff.
Again, I don't know how it's tribal.
Well, everybody has complaints about that kind of thing. Like, it's like, oh, all the brown people are uncivilized. It's like, That's a literal thing. That's like one of my
Seriously?
buddies who's very like.
No way.
So I have a buddy who's half black and half native.
Okay.
So like two of the most marginalized groups,
Oh, well, yeah, sure.
right? And then mix
Excuse
it
me.
together, and you have you're gonna have somebody who has a lot of strong opinions,
Sure.
right? Well, so he watched one episode of Game of Thrones and stopped watching it because he was angry because the only brown people, quote from
Okay.
him,
Yeah.
were this one tribe of rapey people. That's what he said.
Okay.
Which, after watching one episode, true.
You could see that. Okay.
could
I
see
haven't
that.
seen this yet. So
Yeah. So you could say true. Yes. Okay. There are these uncivilized brutes who are very rapey. It's true.
okay.
So he's like, there was subtle racism, and I didn't like it. That was his. And I said, you should have watched a little further because there's other brown people later in the show that are not rapey.
Right. And I mean, I get the rapey thing being a problem, but
Yeah.
I mean, let's.
Well, this one was like,
Not trying to be like racist here in any way, shape, or form. Okay, Native Americans, darker skin complexion.
yeah,
African tribes, darker skin complexion. Aboriginal tribes, darker skin complexion. In fact, most tribal people do have a darker skin complexion. It's developed over time.
yeah.
That's I mean, I don't want to sit here and sound racist at all. The rapey thing, okay, yeah, we should have a problem by displaying that anyway. Okay,
Yeah.
rapey is baddie.
Yeah.
In your baggie.
In your baggie.
Rape is bad. Rape is bad. Period. Across the board.
Going back.
But to sit here and say, oh man, they had the tribal people. Okay, how many people would have screamed, that's not authentic to have tribal white people? Like that's just a villager that showed up, or I mean, it's one of those things. Like, okay,
It was kind of like witch doctor status, like voodoo type stuff that kind of, I think, causes that. Like, it was like very
in that
like
in that show.
cannibalistic almost, and like sacrificial, and like they were very dark, like overblown.
Which is part of that. I haven't seen it, but I'm sure that's part of that clan's story.
Yeah.
And there are witchcraft. I mean,
No, I'm talking about King Kong. So I could see why people would say that.
Oh, okay.
It's like bones through the face, and it was very.
That
like,
actually is a very tribal thing, though.
It is.
That's okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's probably some people would probably be offended by that. I could see why they would say that. They're saying it held over from the original film. They're saying it was kind of had some racist undertones from the original film. It got held
whatever.
over. Yeah, so that's some of the complaint.
Oh, we should get rid of everything from the original that we didn't like.
So then Charlie,
I'm offended. Take it away.
yeah, and then Charlie Booker, of The Guardian, gave a negative review back in 2005 when this film came out, and said,
She recanted and then turned it into a positive review.
"No,
Oh, okay.
yeah," and then said, described the film as
Third sandwich.
16 times more overblown than necessary.
Yeah.
It is. It's like unbelievable.
And like
the entire
2
thing.
hours longer than it needed to be.
Yeah, it could have been an hour and 20 minutes and gotten everything.
I wanted to like the King Kong dinosaur fight. I did. I wanted to like it. I couldn't.
Yeah, it was pretty unbelievable.
You know what's a more believable fight?
Hmm.
Godzilla versus Mothra.
Yeah,
That's a better and more believable fight.
I just didn't get the direction. It was very incoherent.
It was going down the hill
Yeah,
with the vines.
it was. It was
Literally.
literally going downhill.
Yeah, down a cliff. It just fell off a cliff.
They're like, we don't know what to do. Let's just have them fall down like the rest of the films have.
and we'll have big giant vines that will
Catch
not
them.
only catch but hold the weight of the 25-foot silverback gorilla
And
and some dinosaurs, some
Yeah.
Tyrannosaurus Rex dinosaurs, just
yeah,
getting caught in there. And then let's find a way. How does King Kong kill said animals? Well, I got it. One of them, how about he pries its jaw all the way up and snaps it, and then he slams its head down, snapping its neck.
yep.
And then he plays for 30 seconds with his mouth. And like, hello, I'm hungry.
That actually happens.
It does. It does. It totally does. Like, hello, baby. I mean, I can just, in my mind, I'm sitting here like, King Kong's looking at the girl like, hello, my honey. Hello, my baby. Hello, my wrapped up gown. And,
Also,
which also would have made the movie better.
dude, yeah. When they went on the expedition too, like to go find the girl, I I literally knew every red shirt. I was like,
absolutely.
this guy's dying.
Dead.
These people are dead.
Dead.
Yeah, I'm like,
Dead.
yeah, I'm like, okay, this guy has to live. I was like, okay, these dudes live.
They're making such a big deal about this stupid kid. If this kid dies,
yeah,
something's wrong.
Yeah, I knew everyone who would survive.
Right.
And
It's
I knew
very
everyone
predictable.
who would die.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, these people are going to... And that scene, like, this built-up character who had, like, barely any background. He's like, go on without me. It's like,
Done.
he's dead.
No problem, dude. Goodbye.
And then his death is off screen. So who cares?
Right.
It's like, yeah, total red shirts.
Yeah,
All
we'll do
of them.
that.
It was like, yeah, it was bad.
Red shirts. Dude, you know what? That's what we should cosplay as at the Comic-Con. We should go as red shirts.
Yeah.
And then when we see a 25-foot gorilla walk by, I'll pretend to die so it likes me.
That'd be good.
Yeah. I like to cuddle, but I don't know about with a 25-foot gorilla.
Yeah.
Be a little creepy.
Yeah, seriously. What else can we say about the film?
It sucked.
Yeah, he did. It was not a good movie
It
at
was
all.
not a good movie.
Peter Jackson should be ashamed of himself.
You know what? I'm sure he cries himself to sleep on his pile of money every night.
Probably. Yeah. All the Lord of the Rings money.
What's your biggest regret? Making King Kong. Let me try my tears with a $100 bill. So I remembered a story. I didn't have a chance today or yesterday to look it up to verify this, but I remember through the grapevine back in the day that apparently he did all the Lord of the Rings to get... Again, I can't validate this, so don't take this as gospel truth here or anything. But this is what I remember hearing from the Hollywood-style grapevine back in 2005. He did all of the Lord of the Rings stuff to get that sort of CGI work nailed down and out, because his passion and the movie that he always wanted to do was King Kong. And so he did all of the Lord of the Rings, which was awesome, spectacular. Again, unnecessarily long, but still good.
Some would say not long enough.
Some would say not long enough. I would disagree, but that's okay.
There's things they left. They left some things out.
Yes, they left a lot of things out, and then they went to The Hobbit and added a crap load of stuff that was never in there to begin with. But that's okay.
Yep.
But I mean, he did that in order to learn that form of CGI. Now, watching The Hobbit. Or not The Hobbit, excuse me, watching Lord of the Rings, which we actually did. We were starting watching that with the kids. And it's spectacular. The CGI work in that is top rate. It's fantastic. It's phenomenal. Yeah. Watching King Kong, I'm watching like, ooh, someone didn't match the white balance for the light on King Kong versus the light behind King Kong. It's totally obvious that is CGI. Yeah. Not to mention... You have shadow here. Like there's a cliff right here blocking the sunlight. You got shadow everywhere around King Kong, but the sun's coming from that side. It's like, this is totally screwed up. Like they screwed the pooch big time on the lighting effects. The lighting effects gives away more CGI work. Like people all the time, because I'll go to movies with people and be like, ugh, CGI, crap CGI, crap CGI.
Yeah.
I think it looks great. What makes you say it's bad? It's obvious.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I can't tell. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Well, like The Hobbit was done well, but it was so much CGI. It was like unbearable to watch.
Yes. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree. There's way too much in that.
Yeah.
But Lord of the Rings, it's good. I think Hollywood in general has started relying way too much on CGI work.
And back for that era, like what was that, like 2001 through 4-ish?
Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for that era, it was fantastic.
Oh, it's killer.
Current, maybe not so much.
No, dude, seriously. I was actually watching it. It still stands up.
Yeah.
Totally stands up.
I mean, not compared to like the current Marvel films and things like that.
Not quite.
But it's still very good.
It's still very good. You're not sitting there and it doesn't detract. Yeah. Like a lot of the stuff where you see early CGI things and you're like, ooh, that detracts big time. Like that just didn't age well.
Yeah.
No, still aged well. It's fine.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it's fine.
Age. It's pretty old now. It's weird for me to say that.
I feel old now. Thank you, jerk.
Well, I mean, we're the same age, so I can say that.
Close enough.
We're like a year apart. Get out of here.
Yeah, that's true. Shut up.
No, it's fine though. I liked it. I saw Fellowship way too many times.
Yeah. Yeah. Fellowship was good though. I liked it.
Yeah.
We're nerdy folk though.
We are.
So, King Kong sucked.
Yeah, it sucked. I would say like 1 out of 5.
If that.
Yeah. 0.5 out of 5.
0.5 out of 5, which, by the way, I have that on the average movie review. I have my stars all done up and everything.
Do you?
So
Nice.
I have half star.
Oh, wow.
It's like half, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, all the way up to 5. I'm doing 5-star ratings. Why? Because I want people to use their brains. Because the math is too easy to say out of 10. Because then it's just, that's you got the percentage. You just add a 0 to the end of it and you got your percentage. Whereas if you do 5, people got to think about it. Oh, you gave 4.5 star? I said 9 out of 10. You're wrong. No. Same thing. Anyway, I'm sure I just offended everyone.
Yeah, I think you did.
Next week we're going to do Wild Hogs, which apparently Anthony has never seen.
Never.
And never even heard of.
I hadn't heard of it, no.
Did you look it up?
I did.
And?
It looks funny.
It is kind of funny. It's much better than this movie. It was not made to be better than this movie.
Probably had like a quarter of the budget, if that.
But it's so much better. In my opinion. It is pretty funny. Midlife crisis biker gang. It's
Tim
great.
Allen.
Yeah.
Should be good. I like Tim Allen.
I like Tim Allen. He's funny.
He is funny. Yeah, I think it'll be good. Except for like in the Santa Claus, that sucked.
The original wasn't bad.
It was okay.
It was the rest of them that were,
Yeah.
were terrible.
When you start making like the 4th one, it's getting out of control. Yeah.
I'm the Tooth Fairy, the Molinator. My kids love that stuff. It's like, this is the cheesiest crap ever.
Yeah.
What am I? Crap, dude. I was leaving the studio yesterday. I'm like, because studio's here. Okay, studio. Hello, camera. Studio's over here. And I open up the door and come over here, and that's the living room. And I come out of the studio, and what do my ears tell me is happening? The kids are watching Captain Underpants again. It wasn't terrible the first time. I don't like it anymore. I've had enough. I don't need more Captain Underpants in my life. It was clever. Have you seen it?
I have not.
Okay, it's clever. It's cleverly put together, but I mean, like, seriously, it's animated, right?
Yeah.
But they do, your computer animated, and then they do like a flip book scene.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, this sort of thing could only be told with the high budget stylings of flip work. And they're sitting there like, this is awesome, okay. And then they have like sock puppet scene where it's all done with sock puppets. And I'm like, okay, they're being creative and like doing things that we would always do as kids. It's like, okay, this is kind of cool. I can live with this. And the storyline wasn't terrible. But now, once is enough.
Yeah.
Twice, you're okay.
Yeah.
3 times, you're drinking. 4th time, you're screaming, why, God, why? What did I do?
I have a few movies at home that feel like that with the kids.
Yeah, like all of VeggieTale stuff.
And yeah, for sure. VeggieTales is up there for me.
Oh, yeah.
And then like Frozen after like the 30th time, I was just like,
Oh
I'm
my
ready
gosh.
to kill myself.
Just let it go, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Let it go.
Although Moana I could watch over and over. That's a good film. You didn't like it?
I mean, I did, but I don't know that I could watch it over and over and over again.
I think it's very, very well done.
It is. It's very well done. It's creative. It's unique. It's all that jazz.
And I really like The Rock.
You would. You'd vote for him.
I would.
Really?
I don't know his policies, but probably. I gotta act like the rest of the country and vote for a celebrity.
Why not? Everybody else is doing it.
If it was him or Oprah, it'd be him, 100%.
What if it's him, Oprah, or Donald?
It would be The Rock.
But
Not over Donald. I would.
But I'm the best.
Yeah.
I'm better. I can't do a Donald Trump.
Huge.
I'm huge.
Huge.
I'm huge. I'm better than everyone else. I just trust me. My fans love me.
I didn't vote for Trump, but I didn't vote for Hillary either. So,
but you voted.
I did vote.
Okay, we'll just stick that out there. Yeah. You do vote.
I do. The guy I wanted didn't get nominated.
Sucks how that works.
Yep.
I agree. All right. So yeah, next week we're gonna do Wild Hog. So watch that. That is available on Netflix. So watch it with us and enjoy the humor that is that.
Yeah.
On to the other news story for the week. Florida man arrested after ordering a burrito at the bank. Been there.
Was he like at one of the tubes that they send the?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's awesome.
They should just leave that. Some burrito Mexican food place should buy an old bank with the tubes, and then you could send the burritos in the air tube.
Do it.
That would be amazing.
Patent pending.
Yep, we should do that.
You if you do this without our permission, express written permission and everything, you owe us money.
Yep.
Because patent
my
is pending.
idea.
Patent is pending, people. You heard it here first. All right. We'll do tequila shots that way, too. The man reportedly thought he was at Taco Bell when approached by the bank manager. Yeah. So Hernando County, Florida jail records show David, I'm not going to say his last name, but just David, of age of 28, was arrested Wednesday afternoon. Authorities at Francisco. All right. Authorities say, I don't know why I stumbled there. I just did. Dyslexia. Authorities said Francisco was found passed out behind the wheel of a car in a Bank of America drive-thru. Excuse me. Wow, that was fun. Bank of America drive-thru, Tampa ABC affiliate WFTS reported. When the bank manager finally was able to wake Francisco up, the man asked for a burrito. After being told he was not at Taco Bell, Francisco drove away. According to WTS, deputies found him parked in the parking lot with the motor running and arrested him after they said he failed the sobriety test. However, he was released from jail Thursday, according to jail records. And I'm reading a comment here that's just what? People are stupid. Anyway,
Yep.
yeah, so there you go. Don't try to order your burritos at the bank.
While drunk.
While
Driving.
drunk. Well, if you are so drunk that you're passing out at the drive-thru, or what you think is the drive-thru, you got problems. You shouldn't be driving.
Yeah. At all.
No,
Ever
not at all.
again.
Ever. Never again.
We're lucky this ended with a...
Yeah, we're lucky this is all it was.
Yeah, it could have been worse.
It could have been a lot worse. But notice, I want you to notice, this too was in Florida.
I know. Florida has the weirdest news.
It's great.
I'm pretty sure Florida has the weirdest news in the country.
We could almost just have like a Florida segment.
We could.
What's
Meanwhile
happening
in
in
Florida.
Florida?
Yeah. Meanwhile in Florida. That's what we should call it.
We need your friend who lives in Florida to call into this.
Yeah. I got a couple of friends in
Which
Florida.
when we start doing this and you're doing it from your place, we could totally do it.
Yeah, we could.
We could have more people on this and do different segments. Ooh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah. We could do like that SNL Food Network one. Hi. So, can I we have Dave Schweddy here. He has brought his delicious chocolate balls. I've been waiting to try these all year.
Oh, that's such a good skit.
Yes, these are my famous sweaty balls. People can't resist my sweaty balls.
Wow.
Once you go sweaty, you know you get fetty. Oh my gosh, okay. Yeah, that's bad. Yep, all right. That's what we get. That's what you get for being here, people. You're welcome.
That's really funny.
All right.
Dave's sweaty balls. Hey, they have SNL has a long sleeve sweater that says sweaty balls.
Nice.
No one can resist them.
No. No one can.
Wow, that's amazing.
I bet you had to work out really hard for this.
Wow.
There's so much
funny.
There's so much you could do with that.
Yeah. Man, that is funny. I can't believe they have a Christmas sweater.
Of that?
Yeah.
No way.
That's what it is.
Like an ugly Christmas sweater?
It's an ugly Christmas sweater, and it says sweaty balls.
I'd wear it.
No one can resist them. Wow. I need to do more Googling of these things because that's amazing.
You know what you have to say when you see somebody who walks by with that? Wow. He must work out.
Yeah. This show's a mess.
This is.
We're all over the place.
I like it. It's good. This is like iconic us.
Yeah, it is.
Like, oh,
It's good. We're just hanging out today.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah, it does.
Some of our shows do that.
Yeah.
Hey, should we do a story?
Yeah. So next week we're gonna do a game, right?
Yeah, next week we're gonna do a game. You want to do a game next week?
I also don't want to do the first game.
Should we just do a different one? Because that one was not worthy.
It wasn't really worthy.
It's not worthy. It's not worthy.
There's another game that I think is worth it though.
Okay.
So it might be interesting to
Let's
see.
discuss that after the show here, and we'll go there and we'll try that. We'll discuss that over some sweaty balls. Aren't you getting hungry?
No. Nope.
Killing it, dude.
Funny,
You're killing it. All
I'm
right.
sorry, dude.
It's all good. You suck.
I do today. I'm so tired.
No, it's good. It's good.
I need to get my
Zip
life together.
files.
Yeah, I had to.
I gotta get my life together.
Yeah. Dude, today was such a long day. I'm just out of it. I've been today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about it?
No.
Would it make you feel better
No.
to get that off your chest?
No. I feel like I failed you though.
How does that make you feel?
Bad. And I should feel bad, right?
Really?
Maybe.
So.
This is a funny story though. Have you read it yet?
No, I have not. I was gonna continue the joke, but you killed it. Suck. Thanks.
Well, dude,
I had jokes going that was lined up like I was gonna play therapist, and you were
dude,
like,
we'll
no,
do it.
no, you already killed it.
Oh, sorry.
You made it die.
Sorry.
It feels bad now.
Feels bad. That's something we say a lot.
It feels bad.
Feels bad.
It feels bad.
We say that in Counter-Strike after somebody has a really bad round.
Yeah.
We'll be like, feels bad, bro.
Seriously?
Feels bad. Yeah. Well, like it's
Like
it's like a taunt. Like if you kill somebody in a really sad way, like they get totally wrecked, you'll type to them in between the rounds. You'll go, feels bad, bro. And it usually makes people rage.
I can see
I mean,
that.
I sent you that one video of the
Yeah.
that 1v3
yeah.
that I had.
Because
And,
you're a gameaholic on Counter-Strike.
Yeah, I play quite a bit. So I got that 3K, and then after that round, I was like, feels bad, bro. Because, I mean...
To all three of them?
Well, yeah. I mean, because, dude, that I should not have won that round.
No, but you did.
Ever. Yeah, under any circumstances.
What'd they do?
Oh, they were mad. I mean, they had already lost. They were already down so many rounds. I think it was like 14 to 4 at that point or something.
Oh, so you're rubbing it in.
Yeah, because it's the internet.
You're that guy.
I'm one of those guys.
You're a troll.
I am. And on Counter-Strike, it's so much fun to be a troll.
I like that you admit that, yeah, I trolled.
I do it a lot on there. It's pretty fun. I mean, it really is, because if you get the other team to rage, they play worse.
I got your new cosplay. You're just gonna walk around with a bridge over you.
I'm nice.
Whether you, he's a troll.
Yeah, I'm a troll.
He's the grumpy old troll.
Yep.
Who lives under the bridge.
This game was on sale, and now it's not anymore.
Okay, what game are we talking about? Let's just discuss it. Whatever. We got time.
It's called Hob.
Hob.
Yeah,
Like a hobgoblin.
it's a platformer, but it's not. It's like it can get into it's a third person, kind of like a platformer, but it looks really beautiful. It's a nice looking game. But it was on sale for like $13, and now it's not.
You realize you could have just described a ham sandwich.
Yeah, I could have. So platformer, it's kind of a platformer. It's a third-person action adventure game. It's an indie developer called Runic Games. They made Torchlight.
Yeah. Okay,
They're a really solid game developer.
cool.
This game came out in September of 2017, and it went on sale, and then they took the sale off already. So I was going to pick this game.
It's like trying to watch stuff that's actually good on Amazon Prime. It's there for like 3 days and then it's gone.
I know. It sucks. I can't. I thought it was on sale, and now it's not anymore.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, so you could get it for really cheap if you buy the Runic Games bundle, but that's because you're buying like multiple games and you pay $60, but you get like all these games. Yeah, that's a lot of money. So maybe I'll pick another game, but this game looks really cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
What I just owed though, was
Yeah.
I was rolling my knuckle.
Oh,
and I was because it had to pop, and I'm like trying to bend it. Yeah, and I just about dislocated.
I think I'm going to
it started
return
dislocating.
that game that we were going to do.
Do it. If it sucks, it sucks.
Yeah, it's called what's it
No,
called?
no.
Yeah.
If you're gonna get your money back, let's not bash it and like throw the name out there.
Yeah, it's not a good
It's
game.
called this game. It's called King Kong: The Last Jedi.
That's how I felt playing it. It lasted. The interesting factor lasted about
A dinosaur.
5 minutes.
A dinosaur says, "I see what he's gonna do. He's gonna kill his real enemy," and like somebody dies.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like totally ruin that. So I almost did. I
Nice.
almost went full on spoiler, and I'm not going to. I'm not gonna be that guy right now. I could. I want to. I want to badly.
I like to do that sometimes. It's fun.
No, it's so bad because it's like the lightsaber noise.
Yep.
And you know what totally went into my mind right there? Swing.
Swing. Yeah.
It totally, like you could blend it. Like that should have been the Spaceballs noise. Swing.
Yeah. Oh man.
Isaiah Schwartz is as big as mine.
Yeah.
Great movie.
I need to see that again. It's been a while.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Somebody's telling us to research flat Earth. Are you being serious right now? Her eyes on level. Research flat Earth, and anyone in California can be prepared for a large earthquake between now and 7 days. Seriously? What is this crap? Are we getting spammed? We're getting spammed.
So.
Okay, so yes, we're being spammed.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Thanks.
Like all right. How would you like us to research flat Earth? I mean, I hear there's a guy going up in a rocket that's going lower than most any other airplanes and not very far.
Who is this person?
I don't know. Someone wanting us to research flat Earth.
Okay.
All right. I'll tell you what. We will spend some time researching flat Earth, and on next episode we will discuss the funness of flat Earth. We'll have a special little segment on there. So be sure to come back next episode. Her eyes only, or her eyes on level. Her eyes are up here. Something
I don't know.
looks like yin yang cats.
I know that's.
I like your image there. That's fun though.
Watch 24/7 live stream flat Earth and NASA lies exposed. This person's getting free publicity.
I'm seeing that.
Horizon.
Like this is a code word. Like I feel like if I say too many,
Horizon.
I feel like if we say too many of these,
See, do you get it? It's like a pun.
yeah, I get it. I get it. I got it.
Horizon
Yeah,
level.
haha, that's funny.
So the horizon's level.
I get it.
Okay.
Not up here. I get it though. But I feel like if we say too many of these words are like those secret code words, and like we're gonna activate some Russian sleeper cells.
No, it's probably more likely that it'll be like NSA will start watching us more.
Oh well, that'll get our watch count up.
That's what I thought. Well, I came on the show and
Yeah, sea level as a sea level, right? I get it. Yeah, it's fun. It's a play. I get it.
It's funny.
I get it.
We like it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've talked to a few flat earthers in my life.
Have you?
Yeah,
This is my first.
They're all around the globe. So,
I see what you did there.
yeah. I mean, I know. I mean, they exist. I've been in a plane before, so
I've been on mountains before.
yeah, me too. Does it look flat to you?
So here would be my question. If the earth is flat, and maybe you can help me with this. If the earth is flat, how thick is it? Like, because we can go underground. So like
Yeah.
how thick is the earth that we're able to go underground?
I guess we just have to watch these documentaries and be awakened to the truth of flat Earth.
Well, you don't have to worry about awakening people who get their info just from the TV. I am a cord cutter and do not have regular television. I am ignorant by choice.
Yeah, I don't have regular TV either.
All right. Well, this is fun.
Yeah, this is an interesting show. Anthony's asleep at the wheel, and we're talking to flat earthers.
Why not?
Welcome to Classless Chat.
Yeah.
And now we're going to do a story from a youth.
From a ute.
A ute.
What is a ute?
I do believe it's time for another delectable tale.
Won't you join us down on Storybook Corner? The Russians only have dug down 8 miles. Okay. That's the Russians, though. I'm confused. All right, I can't watch this.
Well, you asked how deep the...
I know, but that's only the Russians, though. And they show the core as if they know. Well, I mean, that's... Okay.
8 miles is pretty deep.
That is pretty deep.
It's not that deep, though.
How deep?
Maybe we should ask the Underminer.
Okay. No Ouija boards, though.
No?
No.
Okay.
Not in my house. Your house, go for it. Those things...
Have you heard of the Underminer?
Are we talking about the devil, or what are you talking about?
No, he's a character from The Incredibles.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right, dude. Yeah. Which, by the way, now there's Incredibles 2 coming out, which I'm excited for.
Me too.
Finally.
It's been long enough.
It has been long enough.
You know why they didn't do it for so long?
Funding?
No, it's not funding. Actually, did you know it's actually because in the States we like superhero movies a lot.
We do.
But outside of the States, not so much.
Really?
Yeah. So
What's wrong with these people?
I don't know. So
that's the problem. That is the problem with the metric system. They don't like superheroes.
But there's something about like somewhat of a nationalism.
You're not getting that, are you? You didn't catch that.
I missed it.
Okay. That's what's wrong with these people.
Yeah.
That's what's wrong with the metric system. They don't like superheroes.
Nice.
Took you a second.
Yep, it did. Yep, right over my head. Yeah, but that's why they didn't make it for so long. Because all the other movies, they made other movies that would be more appealing worldwide instead.
But Baby Jack.
We waited like 10, 12 years for the movie.
I say it's more than 10 years, isn't it?
It's got to be 12 or 15 now.
Yeah, it's got to be up there. It was a good movie.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I like Jason Lee. He's funny. He was Syndrome.
I gotta quit looking at my screen. It's getting entertaining. Why don't you look at that while I do this? We're gonna do a story written by a grade schooler who might happen to be one of my children.
Yep.
I'll throw that out.
This is gonna be really interesting. I'm excited for this.
This is a Gabby story, so these are usually pretty good.
She does a great job.
I'm seeing Gabriel Iglesias's name in this.
This should be great.
Oh my gosh, she ripped off one of his jokes. All right. Well, this is good. This is good. I think that's what this is about.
If we give him credit, then we're all right.
Yeah, this is apparently this is inspired by a joke done by Gabriel Iglesias. Don't sue us. In fact, not only don't sue us, come on the show with us. This would be fun.
Yeah, I would.
All right, here we go. Yesterday was the best day of my life. I saw one of Gabriel Iglesias' shows called I'm Not Flat, I'm Fluffy. He talked about how he went to this hotel and he had missed his flight. He rang the bell. Bing! It was 1 a.m. A woman stepped up. What do you want? Can I spend the night? Gabriel asked. Do you know what time it is? Yes. I just missed my flight. Can I stay the night in a king-size bed? You want to stay the night? It's tomorrow. This isn't even ripped off well. I know. What's your name? Gabriel Iglesias. Okay. E-G-L. No. It's spelled with an I. But you said Iglesias, not Iglesias. It's spelled with an I. Okay, Mr. Iglesias with an I. I got you a queen-size bed. 2 days and no smoking warranty. Is that fine? I asked for a king-size bed. So does the I stand for an I? I need a big bed. Apparently to be continued.
To be continued.
Pretty sure there's a lawsuit coming.
Probably. That was literally just one of his jokes.
That is literally, it's not done right. There are obvious changes. I mean, listen to this bass pattern of dun 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 dun. Mine goes dun 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 dun. Totally different.
Completely different. There's nothing alike.
Nothing alike there whatsoever.
Nope.
Completely original. You have nothing there, sir. We would love you on the show, though.
Yeah. Please come on the show.
You should.
Yes.
Yeah, next week it'll be fun. We'll discuss Flat Earth.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll not be
Dead.
doxxed by then.
Doxed?
Yeah.
What's that term? Is this a term? Are you making up words right now?
No.
Like a dachshund?
No. It's got to do with, doxing people on the internet, finding out where they live and things like that.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Flat Earth person's still talking.
Really?
Oh, yeah. They said something a while.
Space is fake.
Space is fake.
So, here, do flat earthers believe that the sun revolves around the earth, or does the earth still revolve around the sun, and does it rotate?
I've seen some theories like where it's like flat.
It's both.
And then the sun does this, and it's almost like shining a light on.
Okay, I've seen that.
Like it moves like that.
Because see, here's my thing though, is if the earth is anywhere near the size that we're told it is or believe it is, gravity itself would actually crush us, and part of the reason that we're not completely crushed by gravity is because of the centrifugal force that is trying to throw us off the planet. It's the balance of the earth spinning, creating force to pull us off the planet, and the gravity itself holding us in that actually gives us the proper amount of gravity and the gravity that we're used to.
The biggest thing you have to ask is,
So does it spin?
what would be the purpose of lying about the way the earth is shaped? Like, how does that affect your life in any way? Like, what's the purpose of that? Like, why would there be a conspiracy about that in the first place? That's what I'm not sure about. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get it. Like, it doesn't change anything. It doesn't affect you in any way.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to fall off the edge.
I'm just saying, how does that affect you? If there's literally the whole idea is that there's an ice wall all the way around the outside,
and there's guns
and
pointed
they're
in.
all
The
guarded
UN
by
is
the
guarded.
UN.
Right.
Yeah,
I understand.
and then
this,
you have this flat Earth.
Right.
How does that change anything? Why would you?
I'm not saying aliens, but I'm gonna say aliens.
Okay, aliens. But I'm just saying, like, how does that? I don't get what. How does that change anything at all for anybody at all? Like, why would you have this grand conspiracy?
I think it's one of those things like
millions of people involved.
If they lie to you about this, what else are they lying to you about? It just seems like a really weird thing to, put a camp on.
It just doesn't make any sense, though.
It doesn't.
There's no. I mean, okay, maybe I'm not woke, but I just don't see the point.
Well,
if I was the
Take
Illuminati,
your aluminum hat off.
Okay, I mean, I'll take this off, but I'm just saying, like, it doesn't. I don't see how it. I don't see the point. Like, if I'm Illuminati or like New World Order or whatever, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to control the masses by lying to them about the shape of the Earth.
And it seems like an odd one. I'm not gonna lie, it does seem like an odd one.
I would believe other conspiracy theories before this one. Like,
totally.
There's others that I would say have are more believable. But then you watch some documentaries on them, and you're like, okay, well, maybe not
As believable as you want to give it credit for. But this one,
yeah.
This one specifically is pretty far-fetched. It's pretty it's not well-rounded.
Well, and then Flat Earth Society, they I can't remember who asked them this question, but they were like, hey, so from our perspective, if we think the Earth is flat, okay, that's our perspective.
Sure.
Someone said, well, what about Venus? We can see it right now.
I saw this, and they're like,
well, it's
observable.
It's observable to be round.
Right. Here's the thing, though. It's observable because of telescopes and also satellites.
Mm-hmm.
We have satellites over Earth.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and how do you explain if space is fake, then what are the stars that we're seeing, and how come they shift and move as the Earth changes its position in our galaxy? Why is the Milky Way in different places, different times of year, and things like that? I guess I'll have to read.
We'll have to look this
or
up.
watch. I'll have to watch NASA Lies.
Yeah.
To find out.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that will be very balanced.
My bet on this is Count Chocula.
Yeah,
that's my bet.
Yeah,
let's.
Yeah.
Count Chocula is the reason that the Earth is flat.
The Muppets are to blame as well. I'm sure.
Well, yeah, because they went to space once, right?
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah. Baby Einstein. Baby Einstein's is propaganda.
Total. Well, duh. I mean, they're part of Caillou, so why not?
Yeah.
It's horrible for every family.
Yep.
Worst thing ever created, and I think it's Canadian actually, but I was going to say here in America, but worst thing on public access television is Caillou. Hands down.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen that.
Don't watch it.
Good, I won't.
If you want to maintain your sanity, worst thing you could ever possibly do is let your kids watch Caillou. There's actually like websites and pages and everything about moms against Caillou. Like mothers would rather have you drive drunk around their children than let their children watch Caillou.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of weird.
Oh, no. Caillou is the whiniest little bald brat ever and teaches kids to be whiny about everything. Like
Really?
It is the worst show imaginable.
Yeah, I don't like the things my daughter's learning from TV shows.
Yeah, I don't either.
It's not good.
I have a very serious question for you. We've got a couple minutes.
Yep.
Very, very serious quandary of a question here for you, Anthony. You ready for this one?
I'll try it.
I want you to put your serious thinking cap on. This is not flat Earth at all.
Okay.
So right now in civilized society, there is a massive outbreak. Sounds wrong, but there's a massive amount of sexual scandals and allegations coming out and amongst Hollywood.
Yep.
Okay. So with all of this coming out right now, why in God's green earth? Why? Oh, why? Did Pee Wee Herman get a special on Netflix? How is that a good idea? What the crap is this, people?
Yeah, good point. I mean, I guess he's technically a sex offender, isn't he?
I think so, because he had his thingy out at a movie theater.
Yeah.
I think it was a XXX theater though, so I mean it was, was that type of theater. It was that type of show, but still, I don't know. Somebody told me that. I thought it was something that it wasn't. But either way, he had his wiener out, and that's not cool.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about his sausage.
Yeah.
He wasn't eating a hot dog.
No.
So, but it's how is this a good idea that he gets a new special? My kids were like, I kind of want to watch it. It looks dumb, but for some odd reason, I want to watch it. I'm like, no, you're not watching that. What? And I'm like, no, you're not watching Pee Wee Herman. The answer is no.
Yeah.
It's like, not in this household. Mm-mm.
No mecha lecca hi mecha hiney ho.
I hate you right now.
Why?
Because you're closer than Pee Wee Herman. That I know of.
Yeah.
He might be in the vocal booth behind me.
Yeah.
No, we're good.
Yeah, that is weird. I didn't watch it though, but I did think that's weird.
It's really weird. It's like this. This seems like very odd timing.
Sometimes the stars align, Drew.
Only because things are around.
Yeah. That's right. Because we're spinning at 600 miles per hour.
Whoa.
Yep.
No way.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
I don't have my science backed up right now. I'm just going to throw numbers out there.
I think it is around 600 miles
Look
per
at
hour.
me. I do flat earth science. Number.
Yeah. Gonna I do love that joke about flat earthers all around the globe though.
That is, yes, it's classic. It is a classic one.
I do know a few though. I think I know maybe 3 flat earthers.
I don't know that I know any other than this yin yang kitty person. I don't know. I haven't met any like in real life. At least none that have been brave enough to say anything. They're not courageous enough to come out of the closet.
Well, I don't get the religious people who like Christian people who believe it, because there's a verse that talks about the circle.
Right. It actually
But
describes the earth as being
says,
round.
Yeah, it actually says that it's round.
Yeah.
And the word that's used in Hebrew is actually sphere.
Like spherical, right? So I mean, yeah, that's the thing is like Jewish and Muslim and Christians, they're not gonna know.
Which, yeah, but there's a lot of people who are like hyper religious folks.
They're hyper religious in that department because they don't know how to read their Bible properly.
Yeah.
I think that's a lot to do with
Hey,
it.
look, they could use this right here.
You could, oh my goodness, hermeneutical principles? That's just crazy talk.
I know, it's weird. This is like, what is this witchcraft right here? I thought that
Burn him at the stake.
I thought I could just go to church once a week and then learn.
And that's all I need to know.
I didn't know how to read. Why would I read it myself?
Hi, thanks for joining us at Westboro Baptist.
Yeah.
You'll learn everything you need to know. No need for that silly book anymore. I think we are like pissing everybody off. I don't know if this is going to be like the episode that everyone hates or people are going to like it.
Well, good. You know what? Sometimes it's good to offend people. If you hate it, then good. Okay?
That's
if you
why
don't like
I'm
it,
still around.
I hope you hate it. This episode.
Yeah, if you're not going to like us, you probably didn't like this episode.
Yeah.
If you liked this episode, you're probably going to love us.
Yeah.
Careful though, Anthony's married. Sorry, ladies.
Yeah. Sorry.
I like how you're playing with
I'm sure you're disappointed.
I like how you're playing with the child necklace and bracelet.
Yep. Since my daughters are constantly playing with stuff like this, and so like I'm like, oh, cool. Let me check out this cool beaded thing. And now Alicia does paparazzi, and so I got like jewelry all over the house now.
Oh, that kind of paparazzi. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Not pictures.
No, the
jewelry thingy.
Jewelry thingy.
Yeah.
It's multi-level marketing. But she does not care. She's doing it for fun. She doesn't care if she makes money at it. So we'll see how it goes.
I tell myself that every day when I wake up and go, I do podcasts.
It is fun.
I do it for the fun, not for the money.
Yeah.
Because there's no money yet.
Not yet. It's okay though.
But you know what? We're constantly doing research here at Classless Chat, and you can help, and here's how. If you could find it in your heart to donate even $1 a month, which is a measly $12 a year, you too could help end world laughter disorder. This is a horrible disease where people are just not able to laugh. Try to prove that's not a true story. Here at Classless Chat, we are constantly doing research to help people with this rare disorder. With your help, we can see the end of this disease. I'm not Sarah McLachlan, but you can still support us at www.patreon.com/classlesschat. Thank you. Let's just sit in silence for a second and meditate on that.
Yeah, let's reflect on that.
World
So
laughter
important.
disorder.
I know. It's an issue. It needs to be dealt with.
Yes.
I'm very hurt by it.
It's touched me personally in my heart, which rhymes with fart.
I thought you were going to go down the Pee Wee Herman way a little bit. Sorry. That was a bad joke.
I think our friend here, her eyes on level, might be a sufferer of this disease.
Yeah, probably
Sufferee of this disease?
taking things just way too seriously.
Way too serious.
Yeah. It's life, man. Just live it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Right?
Who cares if it's flat or round?
We're all going to the same box eventually.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm in my dark humor mood.
It was like just empty silence there. We're all going to go to the same box. Meh. All right. I'm not
Why
sure
do
where
you care?
I'm turning and looking at you like,
You
where are you
can't
going with this?
You can't fly up into the sky and
nothing.
see anyways. You
Whoa.
go on a plane 35,000 feet, look and see. If you don't like what you see, then decide to believe whatever you want. Who cares? Doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Right?
Yeah.
We could talk about it more next week, but I'm going to have the same answer.
I'm too. I would, there's a movie we could watch, Conspiracy Theory.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Well, you know what? Thank you guys so much. This has been a fun show. It's been very random. We've been trolled by flat earthers. We've talked about crazy, stupid things. You sadistic little freaks made us watch a really, 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 really crappy movie. But we still love you. It's okay. Kind of. I don't know how okay it really is. It hurts our feelings. It puts the lotion on its skin, Anthony.
Yep. Pee Wee Herman knows all about that. I'm so sorry.
Oh my gosh.
This is not a family
You
friendly
went there.
moment.
This is not, no. Well, I mean, they're not going to know what you're talking about, but anyway. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for listening or watching on YouTube. We greatly appreciate it. Love you guys. If you do want to support the show, if you like the show, if you think, I'd buy that for $1. We'd appreciate that. You can literally do it for as little as $1 a month, which boils down to about 3 cents a day. All the taxes and fees, everything like that handles on our end of it. So it is just $1. You don't have to worry about anything else. $1 a month, and you can support the show and even help shape the show. We do things like different polls and things like that to help shape the back end of the show and what happens during the programming. And you can do all of that on patreon.com/classlesschat. But hey, thank you guys so very much, and have a great rest of the week. Wouldn't you say?
Yes.
You are tired.
I am.
All right. Well, we're going to let Anthony go to bed.
Yep. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for listening to Classless Chat with your hosts, Drew and Anthony. Listen again next time. You never know what these two are gonna say.